of the world of righteousness. Remember now, righteousness is your stand. You cannot get out of here being in what the Bible puts it so beautiful. It says you can't dress up. You got to pour all that old wine out. What is the old wine? The old wine, the message says, the old ideas of Christianity. You got to pour that old wine out. You can't put new wine into old vessels. You got to pour it out and then go by and get some ammonia and cleanse it out because it's all messed up inside. So that now all that is gone. And see, you got to have the kind of heart that you don't see me on to get out of here. You can't be saying, man, I don't know, but John, he says so, he's this and he's that. No, I'm saying, as long as your heart trying to be right, don't worry about the next guy. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about who's around you. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about who said what. Worry about yourself. Only the pure in heart going to see God. And every tub must sit on its own bottom. You can't go and say, I would have done this. The Holy Quran said, you say, well, I would have followed if I had known this was the truth. Nobody told me that. You'll listen to this broadcast. This is the truth as you have read it in the Fall of America. Have you read it in the different books that was published by the Nation of Islam and published by those who was not the Nation of Islam, but published by those who have took articles of the Messenger and compiled them together? I say to you, Islam, as taught by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, is right and exact as this old world goes out. It makes a big bang. It makes a lot of noise. See, when you become a Muslim, you become a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and Brother Kabir tapped the brother next to you. He kind of snoring a little bit. It's okay. But now what happened is this thing here, as we begin to go into this, the hereafter, look at this. And the hereafter is telling you this. The hereafter is a world of goodness. No, not evil. See, if your heart ain't right now, you can't, I don't care how much your suit you put on, your dress you put on, but if your heart ain't right, you're going to lose at the end. And then you say, why didn't you tell me this? I'm telling you now. Yes, sir. Don't go in there with your heart because you say, I'm following this one. The message says this. The end comes, he says, there will be people on the corner telling you which way to come. And you used to say in those days, 74, 75, well, why? Can't you see I'm dressed up with my blue suit, my captain hat on, my stuff, my sisters dressed up in their white and their MTG? Can't they see, well, Muslim? He said that people will be on the corner telling you which way to go. What they will ask you? They will ask you who you follow. Now, wherever you go now, don't the people ask you now who you following? Yes, sir. Wherever you go, you're Muslim, they want to know who are you following? Right. Right or wrong? Yes, sir. All right, if they are asking you who are you following, then your word should be at 74, 72, 73. Your word should be, I am a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, not only no individual minister. Because you're following an individual minister who have not yet told his followers how to say it, then you are following the wrong minister. That's right. Yes. I want you to hear this. That's right. Don't come back and talk to me. All praise to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Because you hear all the applause going up and you say, I am. Say, he whom Allah destroy, he first make drunk with power. So don't you say, I'm a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I'm just following this guy, this minister here, that minister there. And if that minister is not teaching what he has been taught by God, anointed one, he is teaching what he has concocted to use as his Islam. Then you run from that minister. Run from him. Whoever he or she may be. Run. Because that's not the truth. That's a mirage. That's a mirage. Because you have, the messenger put out a record saying, your self-accusing the judgment. Self-accusing spirit. When self really accuse self of what self actually done. I remember a brother putting something on television not too many days ago. Well, one minister said this back in the 80s, said that, and now what he's saying in the 2000s. And it was like night and day. Why? Because the Holy Quran said, it says a record. The Holy Quran said that's a record. And Allah always kept someone around who would keep a record to show you what your self had done, your own self-accusing spirit. You can't accuse somebody of what's done, and you who listen to this broadcast now, don't get mad. Try and pray Allah that He will curb your heart and bring your heart back into that which heart like God's last messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Because without that heart, without that good heart, and you see this world is falling, and you saw there in the Balkan states, in Russia, Muslims there, some of them telling America, go home.
Right.
They're white people, Muslims. Go home, go home, go home. They said America is our worst enemies. People in Afghanistan said America is our worst enemies. All around the world said America. Well, God already condemned America. God already said she is what? Number one on his list. He didn't tell us to fight. He didn't tell us to carry no guns. Now, some of you running around here in other camps. That's why he said, and you said, I am a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said, go this way. Here you show up. Proud. Some of you are so proud. I'm a follower of so-and-so and so-and-so. And he said, go that way. Then you see all you, so many going that way, and a few going that way. It must be all right, so many going that way. But that's what the book said. Your old Christian said, on the way to heaven, every now and then, you follow and find a traveler. But on the way to hell, wide is the gate that leads to hell. Wide is the gate. And you be laughing. Just like Noah's, just like Lot's wife. Wide is the gate. I mean, she had all of the zoom, all of the zest, all of the ooh and the ah. When God allowed her to go out, and she thought there was a more goo and ah, that she had not yet seen, and she heard the agony, she didn't know that was the earth opening up and taking them out. She thought there was something that she had not yet tried. But that's the way we are. You don't want what God has revealed. God has revealed to us truth, something that will give us a new lease on life. But the devil makes it fair seeming. You know, in France, they're trying to pass a law where Muslim women can't put veils over and wear the kerchief over their hair. They want them to look just like a regular streetwalker. Passing a law. Why? Why? He want to make you just like themselves. They want to force you to go along with their idea, their concept. Well, this is where you are. When the devil at the end of the time, and we're at the end of the time. And you say, well, no, I'm a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but also, just say I'm a follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and that's it. I don't want you to say to me, I don't want you to say on that day, because you were sitting here with me. I don't want you to say in your heart you lost your heart because I didn't teach you right. I want you to say, I know the minister said to me many times, and you many times, that I'm not your leader. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad is your leader. I'm a minister of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the door. I'm not the door. I can only echo